The Umkhonto weSizwe Party has called for former Police Minister Bheki Cele to appear before the Parliament's ad hoc committee, probing allegations of deep-rooted corruption and political interference in KwaZulu-Natal's law enforcement and justice system. The committee, formed to investigate claims by Provincial Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Ndlela Mkhwanazi, adopted its draft terms of reference on 22 August. Mkhwanazi shocked the nation last month when he alleged that powerful networks of politicians, senior police officers, and even judicial figures were sabotaging investigations, shielding suspects, and undermining prosecutions in high-profile cases such as political killings. Umkhonto weSizwe Party (MK) Member of Parliament David Skhosana, who serves on the committee, argued that Cele's testimony is essential given the wave of political killings in KwaZulu-Natal during his tenure as a police minister from 2018 to 2024. Skhosana said, "Remember that this thing didn't only start under Minister Mchunu, it started long before that. These political killings, in particular in KwaZulu-Natal, indeed happened during his time." He believes Cele could shed light on systematic failures that have allowed assassinations and organized crime to thrive in the province. The committee has already resolved to summon Mkhwanazi as its first witness, along with the suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, National Commissioner Fane Masemula, and several other key figures. But Skhosana wants the net cast wider. He has proposed calling judges, former Chief Justice Mogoeng, and officials from bodies such as Independent Directorate of Investigations and the South African Revenue Services. This push ties into the MK Party's long-standing criticism of South Africa's justice system, which it argues is captured and rooted in outdated Roman Dutch legal traditions, and said we have to amend this constitution because it doesn't serve our people. We have to restructure the judicial system and the police service. The committee's mandate runs until 31 October 2025, a deadline Skhosana doubts is realistic given the scale of alleged corruption. He cautioned against long and costly extensions similar to the Zondo Commission into state capture, but stressed that the committee must still deliver substance, and said if we are not finished by the 31st of October, we might have an extension, but we want to try our best not to go that route of Zondo. We need to make sure South Africans get the truth. Skhosana also raised concerns that the inquiry could end up producing another report that gathers dust. While perpetrators go unpunished, he accused Government of National Unity partners, particularly the Democratic Alliance, of inconsistency on accountability, and said hopefully in this committee their members' sanity will prevail. All these people who are found wanting have to be prosecuted like everybody else. Mkhwanazi's allegations, delivered at a media briefing on 6 July, painted a picture of justice system compromised at the highest levels, with interference in dockets, the removal of evidence and protection of suspects in politically sensitive cases. Opposition parties, including Economic Freedom Fighters and DA, have backed the probe. The EFF gone further, calling for a complete overhaul of justice cluster. Importantly, the committee's terms of reference, including powers of subpoena, ensuring that reluctant witnesses can be compelled to testify. The inquiry's timing is poignant, coinciding with the 4th anniversary of whistleblower Babita Deokaran's assassination on 23 August 2021. Deokaran, who exposed irregular attendance at Tembisa Hospital, was gunned down outside her home. While her killers were convicted, those ordered the hit remained large. A chilling reminder of the risks faced by those exposing corruption. Skhosana linked the probe to unresolved scandals like the Phala Farm Gate controversy and the sealed CR17 bank statements, warning of a persistent culture of cover-ups, and said this time we must make sure history does not repeat itself. If the committee succeeds, it could unravel powerful criminal syndicates and lead to long-delayed prosecutions. If it fails, it risks further eroding South Africa's trust in the state's ability to deliver justice. Either way, the hearing promised to be among the most politically charged in recent memory, with Bheki Cele's testimony now looming as a key test of the committee's credibility. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.